This is exactly how you should be bending your notes. Step 1 is bending your notes in tune. So first, you're gonna have the note that you're playing, but you're also gonna have your target note, and this is the note you wanna bend up to. So if I want this note to sound like this, I want to bend until it sounds the exact same. Step 2 is making sure that you're bending your notes with control. So if we're playing this note, and this is our target note, you don't want to bend with one finger like this. And the reason why is in a lot of cases it takes way too much force and you're not going to be bending in tune. So instead what you want to do is reinforce the string with your other fingers. And just like how you saw in the intro, I was bending that one string with 3 fingers. And the reason for that is because I want to have as much control as possible to ensure that I actually hit the target note. Another tip as well is that you want to use your wrist as well as your fingers when you're trying to bend your notes. Notice the angle of my wrist before the bend and how it rotates into position to ensure that I actually hit the note that I'm looking for. And then tip number 3, and this might be an obvious one, but make sure that you're bending towards the center of the neck. For example, you don't want to take your B string and bend it down like this. There's zero chance you're going to be bending full steps by bending your strings down and away from the center of the neck. And of course, it's even more obvious with the E string. So whether you're bending your B string or your E string, you want to ensure that you're bending towards the center of the neck. So for example, with the D string, bending away from the center or bending towards the center can both be okay, but I'd probably prefer to bend away. If for some reason you're bending your low A string or your low E string to get a whole step, it's okay to bend them down. It feels a little bit weird, but of course you can't bend your A string up a whole step from this position. You're gonna end up off the neck just like this. So instead, for your low E and A string, it is okay to bend them down towards the center of the neck, even though the technique is a little bit weird. And finally, I want to preface, if you're playing on very stiff strings, if you're playing on 11s or 12s, and you're tuned to E standard, bending your strings is going to be extremely difficult. It's not impossible, but if you like that bluesy sound and you want to have more bends in your playing, I highly recommend playing on 9s or 10s.